Hi love, my name is Ingosika. Welcome to my channel. This space is all about healing, growth, self-love, and becoming the most whole version of ourselves. We're going to be doing it together. Today we're going to be diving into the topic that a lot of us struggle with, and that is the difference between living for a paycheck versus living on purpose and living in your purpose. So I have my notes here, so if I look off to the side, that's what that's about. I just don't want to miss anything for you all. Because here's the truth. You can have financial success, a stable job, even the recognition that you deserve through all of your hard work, and still feel very unfulfilled and dissatisfied on the inside. And that's probably because you're not operating in your purpose and what God has literally placed you on this earth to do. And that's what we're going to be getting into, because it's definitely a journey to get there. So let's dive into it. There's a big difference between what I call the paycheck path and the purpose path. Let's break that down. The paycheck path. You're focused on security, status, and stability. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, because we all need provision, we all need those things in life, but it is very survival driven. And it often feels like you're just living someone else's script for your life versus being true to yourself and living in your own calling and your truth. Now, let's go with the purpose path. Purpose path is alignment driven. So we're going to shift from that survival to alignment. I love being in alignment because it's really you coming into one with yourself and the path that God has for you. It's going to connect your gifts, your passions, and your values with impact. The impact that you are going to have in this world, which you are going to have great impact. Let's go ahead and speak that into existence. The purpose path, it energizes you instead of drains you. It doesn't just pay the bills, it feeds your spirit, it feeds your mind, it feeds your heart, and all of those good things. And here's the thing, it's not just either or. You can honor your responsibilities and also walk in your purpose. And the best part about this is if you find a way how to connect your purpose and get a paycheck, that would be impeccable. That's creme de la creme. Now you have to be careful, because we don't want to be using the gifts that God has given us and we're making money from that, which is a blessing. But we don't want to walk in that, in our giftings and in our purpose, and then we start to focus solely on the money versus the actual gifting part and the reason that it's our gift and the reason that it's our purpose in the first place. Because we're here to honestly help one another. The world, for what God intended it to be, is not meant to be selfish. It's meant for us to be able to help others, to help each other, and to lift each other up. So if you can find a way to connect your purpose with your paycheck, that's perfection. Like, that's ideal. But you have to be careful to make sure that your heart posture stays correct when that happens, so that you won't taint your purpose and that you won't taint the giftings that God has given you, because you're now focusing more on the money aspect of your purpose versus the impact aspect of your purpose. So how do you start uncovering your purpose beyond your paycheck? Here are 3 steps that help me, and I'm sure that they can help you too, because girl, listen, it's been years in the making, but we're here now, and it has been tried and tested, and it works. So step 1, reflect. I want you to reflect on what breaks your heart and what lights up your spirit. Because a lot of the time, we always focus on what makes us happy and like what we like to do and what we love to do. But true purpose, listen, let's get to the nitty-gritty. True purpose is going to focus, yes, on what you're good at and what brings you joy. But purpose, a lot of the time, is wrapped up in your pain points as well. Those trials that you've been through, those tests that you've been through, the difficult challenges in your life and the lessons that you've learned through those will often point you towards your purpose as well. It's definitely a twofold situation. So reflect on what issues stir you deeply. What challenges have you been through? What have you overcome successfully? Or what's something that you're maybe having to overcome now, like breaking a specific habit or breaking a specific mindset. A lot of the time, God, He puts you in that position first so that He'll know that once you get through it, you can be able to help somebody else come out of it. So yes, you're going to reflect on your pain points, and you're also going to reflect on what brings you joy. What are the things that make you lose track of time? Because both is twofold, because both of those can definitely point you in the direction where God is calling you to go. Step 2, revisit your story. So this definitely intertwines into step 1. Every season of pain, every season of victory, it has shaped you for something bigger. What lessons have you learned that you can teach to somebody else? What lessons are you carrying that the world needs? Step 3, invite God into your process, because purpose is definitely not self-made. It is God-given. You actually want to start by praying up front, asking for clarity and understanding for the things that He's speaking to you, and pray against any distractions that may try to come your way to hinder that. Because ladies, we want to do offensive prayers. We don't want to do defensive prayers. That's fine too. Like when something happens, you pray to God and you ask for the strength to overcome it. However, we want to do offensive prayers. That way, it won't even come to us to begin with. And any setups that the enemy might be trying to send our way, he can't, because we've already prayed against it. You have to know whose you are and who you are and the power that you hold. That's a whole other video. We'll get into that at another time. However, ask him, God, who did you create me to be? What gifts do you want me to use? How do you want me to use my life? What areas are you calling me to? What people are you calling me to? What nations are you calling me to? What cities are you calling me to? Like, it can be a vast array of things. It can be in business. It can be in STEM. It can be in ministry, in the church. It can be in philanthropy, helping people around the world, helping people in our local cities and our local communities. It can be in healthcare. Like, it can be in art. It can be in dance, in reading, in writing. Like, it's vast. None of us are the same. They'll be so boring. He's created a plethora of beautiful personalities, beautiful gifts. And if we all just start to, hey, I'm not just going to focus on this survival mentality. I'm going to start incorporating who God has said I am. And if I don't know who I am, I'm going to start working towards it, because I want peace, I want joy, I want happiness, and I want to make, most of all, I want to make God proud, and I want to have a good impact on this earth while I'm here. I'm not here to just live a lackadaisical life, day to day, in and out, the same cycle over and over and over again. No. That is not what God has called us to do. That may be the society that we live in, but if we're being real, we're being honest, sometimes you might have to push past that 9 to 5. Now, I'm not saying quit your job, girl. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying sometimes you may have to take that 9 to 5, work that, pay your bills. Amen. Pay your bills, take care of the kiddos, make sure your marriage is good. If you're single, pour into yourself different hobbies throughout the week, things of that nature. But you may need to take some extra time on the side. You may have to do that. That 9 to 5 will translate to that 5 to 9. And that 5 to 9, you can be reading your word. You can be praying. You can be developing businesses. You can be writing books. You can be looking up different organizations that you can work with. You can be looking into different mentorship opportunities. You can be taking a class online. Like, there's so many ways and methods in which you can step into your purpose. And no, up front, it may not be easy. It may take extra time. You may have to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. You may have to start getting up at like maybe 6:30. Be like, girl, can't do 5, but I'm gonna get up 30 minutes earlier because I'm taking this seriously. And if I want the life that I have envisioned, if God gives you a vision of a specific life and you live in a specific life, that means that it's possible. He wouldn't put it in your mind just to taunt you. But however, we do have to put in the work. And if you're willing to put in the work, you will not regret it. You will not regret it. It may take time. Things take time. We're so used to, instant gratification in this generation and in this lifetime. But the best things take time. Say, I don't need a microwave lifestyle. I don't need a microwave blessing. I want to be in the oven. I want to be on the stove top. I want to let it simmer, because when it comes out, it's going to be better than ever, okay? And then ask God, how do you want me to use my life? I want you to ask him for understanding and for your ears to be open to his voice and to not be distracted by the enemy. And to not be distracted by anything that may be happening in your environment, in your situation. They can actually focus and hear him clearly. And that can happen in different ways. Some people he speaks to them. Some people it may be signs. Some people it may be dreams. It's definitely a variety in how he communicates to each and every single person. When you combine faith with action, clarity begins to unfold. When you combine faith with action, let's say it again. When you combine faith with action, because faith without works is what? Dead. You can't just say, all the blessings are going to come to me and not do anything to have the blessings come to you. You're going to have to work. You're going to have to walk in it. You're going to have to say, I know who I am. I know whose I am. And I'm going to start operating like I know who I am and whose I am. And this purpose that I see for myself and that God has shown me is going to come to me. And it's going to come to me beautifully and with flow and with ease. Now, it won't always be easy, but overall with flow and with ease, because this is who I am and I know the power that is held within me because God has healed it to me. I'm going to say something and I want you to hear me and I want you to open your heart to receiving what I'm about to say. Your career is not who you are. Your purpose is who you are. Your career might be what you do, but it is not who you are. Don't limit yourself to a paycheck. Don't limit yourself to a title. Your job, relationships, titles, status, resources, these are all tools that God can use for you to fulfill your purpose through. But if those things were taken away at any given day, you are still you and you still have a purpose in this earth. Okay? Let's say you are not just a teacher, you are not just a mom, you are not just a wife, you are not just an accountant, a lawyer, a doctor, a nurse, an educator, a bus driver, an artist, a singer. You're not just those things. They are titles. You are who you are. Your purpose is who you are. Your titles are what you do. They are great avenues to use your purpose through, but don't limit yourself. Never limit yourself to just a title or a career, down to a title within your family, down to a singular role within your relationships. You're so much more than that. You have so much to give in this world. And don't ever put a cap on who you are and whose you are. You can give it through those avenues, absolutely. That is absolutely beautiful. I'm not knocking that at all. Just know that that is not your glass ceiling. That is not your cap. That is not the limit for you and your life. We are here for impact. We are here for love. And we are here for life. Say it with me. Everybody say it together. We are here for impact, positive impact. We are here for love. And we are here to be light. And every step you take towards alignment will not only change your life, but it will ripple out and change the life of others. Because you are waiting on you, God is waiting on you, but there are so many people waiting on you as well. Remember that. Remember that. There's somebody out there. There's a family. There's another woman. There's another man. There's a little kid, a little girl, a little boy, a community of people, a society of people, a nation of people waiting on you to walk into your purpose. Don't limit yourself. And when people say that what God has for you is so much bigger and so much better than what you could ever imagine, that is because we often put caps or ceilings on what we feel our blessings can be, or what we feel our destiny can be. But there is a version of you already on the inside of you that is currently existing saying, hey, I can do this, but I can only do it with God. But if you have God in your life, then you really can do anything. Like quite literally, you can do anything. Yes, it will take hard work. Yes, it will take effort, But once you put that in and you're starting to shift your mindset, start to really believe that you are capable of so much more. God created you in His image. First off, you have to know who God is, who you are, because you are made in His image. Never forget that. We are not prideful, but we know whose we are. So a lot of times we make ourselves small and we shrink ourselves down. We really need to be rising up. And I'm a daughter of the Most High King, and I will operate as such. Come on now. And when you know that, you're not just faking it till you make it, and you're not just pretending, and you truly, truly know that, things will begin to shift around you. Yeah. So, to wrap up, if today's video spoke to you, I want you to do two things. One, comment down below, what's one clue you think points you towards your purpose? Let's talk amongst ourselves as ladies, or even for the guys watching, let's have a conversation. I want to hear your heart, I want to hear where your minds are. You know, because I think it's very important that we start to write things out so we can see where our mindsets are. You know, and it's also good to look back on, see where we started. If you're ready to go deeper, I've created a free journal guide with prompts to help you delve deeper and reflect deeper on your paycheck versus purpose path. And you can download it in the description box below. Number two, make sure you subscribe. Follow me on my social media. Ngosika Akila. My full name is Ngosika. My nickname is Indy. I'll go by both. Okay, I hope this has been helpful for all of you all. We are definitely doing this together, girl. And on my journey as well, I just wanted to have a space for like-minded ladies to come together and for us to support one another and learn from each other. And, you know, one hand talk about spirituality, other hand we talk about finances, purpose in life, peace. You know, sometimes it may be more creative aspects like clothing or fashion, skincare, who knows? But definitely a space for healing, growth, love, and support. So yeah, love you all. Have a great week, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.